I was browsing YouTube Shorts the other day and saw a video claiming that Yamaha was going to go bankrupt and they were in big trouble. And if you believe that, then I have a maintenance-free, highly reliable Ducati to sell you. Yamaha has tipped their hand with the release of the 2025 models to their future strategy and made their next models predictable. First, let's answer the question of, is Yamaha about to go bankrupt by looking at their finances? Second, let's understand the costs associated with bringing a motorcycle to market. Third, we'll break down Yamaha's strategy going forward. Let's get into this. Yamaha, like their competitors, is a publicly traded company, meaning that the corporate executives must make smart choices in running the business to profit shareholders first. If we quickly evaluate Yamaha's 5-year stock price and highlights, we see 34% gain in share price and 6.8% profit margin. Well, that doesn't look like a company on the verge of bankruptcy. For context, we'll compare to other motorcycle manufacturers. Let's look at some well-run and respected brands first. Kawasaki is up 52% over 5 years, and their profit margin is less than 2%. Honda is up 14.6% over 5 years, and their profit margin is 5.4%. Let's ensure our comparisons are fair by looking at what segments these companies operate in. Yamaha operates in several segments, their largest being land mobility, which includes motorcycles, electronic bicycles, snowmobiles, etc. Their second largest segment is marine products with boats, outboards, etc. Robotics, financial services, and other products comprise their portfolio. When we look at Kawasaki's, we see their largest segment being engines and power sports, with aerospace systems being their second. Both are diversified companies across several different markets with much overlap, so these are fair comparisons. Now let's look at motorcycle brands that might be in trouble. Suzuki is down 13.5% over 5 years and has 5.6% profit margin. Japanese companies are notorious for operating on lower profit margins than other companies, so let's compare against America and Italy. Harley-Davidson is down almost 16% in 5 years and has the highest profit margin at 11.4%, proving that you can gouge your own customers and still screw yourself. But let's take a moment and appreciate their HOG ticker symbol. Ducati is a bit more nuanced since they have had record-setting years for profitability but are owned by Volkswagen, so their financials are not standalone. Volkswagen, the parent company, is not doing well with minus 45.4% in 5 years and a profit margin of 4.8%. However, Ducati reported 10.8% profitability, so they're not the problem here, and they have had record-setting years 2 years in a row. Ducati may have been in trouble 10 years ago, but appears to have turned it around now. Now let's understand the costs associated with bringing motorcycles to market globally. Costs can be broken down into 5 main categories: R&D to develop the chassis, engine, tune, electronics, etc., tooling and production, making bikes require special tools and processes, and then testing and certifications to sell your products in different countries. This could be EPA tests, crash safety mitigation systems, etc. Marketing and advertising so that you buy theirs instead of the Chinese one off Amazon that has no name, and finally warranty and support for the inevitable problems they'll find when they make hundreds of thousands of these bikes. The cost percentage can roughly be estimated this way, with R&D comprising the most expensive portion of bringing a motorcycle to market. Yamaha's strategy of reusing engines, exhausts, emissions equipment, ECUs, and even in some cases frames, rims, electronics, etc. of the bike is spreading out the R&D cost across more models. Think back to when Euro 5 emissions forbid the R6. Yamaha's simple answer was to reuse the MT-07 engine, but now with more sport bike styling. The more they reuse from the MT-07, the more profitable the R7 is. And if people just want to feel sporty, but not be a full-blown racetrack rider every day, then this is perfect. When we reflect on Yamaha, we see investors giving buy ratings to Yamaha's stock. It's a curious thing that Yamaha is still talking about the 2008 financial crisis in their corporate reports still, and it is because they learned a valuable lesson, and it's printed right here. One of our structural reform measures was to reduce costs through the creation of product platforms that could address a mix of demands in different markets. So the CP2 engine is not only for naked bikes now, but also for adventure bikes with the Tenere 700, sport bikes with the R7, sport touring with the Tracer 700, and retro classics like the XSR 700, and on and on. So from this current lineup, we can predict the future models Yamaha will have. Everyone had been calling for an R9 since the R7 came out because it was so predictable. The reason why they still haven't updated the R3 engine to keep up with the competition is because the bike still fits perfectly as a beginner bike. Tweaking a recipe a little bit that is working for them is much less risky than reinventing the entire thing. So use the same engine in an ADV, Sport, Naked, Retro Classic, etc. Copy and paste. Reduce inventory by being able to use the engine on many different bikes. Yamaha has also stated that eliminating motorcycle accidents is a high priority of theirs, even so much to claim that they will eliminate fatalities by 2050. So expect the crash safety tech will be improving and copy and pasted into all the various models. They have also reiterated their dedication to the premium market segment, so a V4 must be in the works to regain the top titles in MotoGP racing. The future looks bright for Yamaha, and I'll leave you with this last comment for the critics of Yamaha becoming boring because they won't get into a displacement war with the likes of Kawasaki. In Yamaha's financial report, they begin it by showing their passion for the products that they make. In this section, they talk about Jin Kai Kano, which is technology born from Jin Kai Kano seeks to deliver users with seductive exhilaration felt when they truly become one with their machine. Quantifying and fine-tuning this kind of exciting performance and then building it into our products is a solid part of our Yamaha Monozukuri framework. This unique development philosophy is common to all of our products, and we continue to pursue the Kano Sano that lies between the lines of the spec sheet. Thank you all very much for watching, and ride safe.